Hey, good morning, dear ones. I hope you're doing so well today. I wanted to tell you about kind of a very useful key I have found. So ideally, in life, we know what we need to do to be happy and self-actualized and to meet our highest potential, all of those things. I mean, that really is, I think, a big part of what life is about. So the trick is, though, is sometimes we we're not, we obviously can't see ourselves with perfect clarity. Our perspective is muddled. We often are far more, and this is natural, this isn't like because we're bad or stupid, but we're far more focused on our intentions rather than our impact. And that's just pretty much human nature, but obviously those around us are focused on our impact and not our intentions. Learning how to see what we don't see is a big part of trying to become, happy, healthy, well-rounded, and again, self-actualized. So here's just one little thing I've noticed. So I'm a teacher, so I'm in the business of giving feedback to people. And I give it in a lot of ways, a lot of times, all day long, all during the school year. My colleagues and peers are the same. And so over, a long time, 23 years, 4 years or something of teaching, I've noticed that there are some people, parents and students alike, who will take feedback and listen, and they'll just go with it. And perhaps they don't agree with everything, but they just listen and they thank you, and then they might evaluate and reflect and think, well, I'm not sure I agree with that, but it's just not a big deal. They take it. Other people are so reluctant, again, parents, students alike, this is just a human trait, are so reluctant to take any kind of correction. Anything that suggests or implies that they're not just kind of 100% perfect already. Now, the people who don't take feedback and correction, they wouldn't tell you that. They don't consciously believe they're 100% perfect. But if you think about it, none of us is perfect, right? And so we all are doing things that are less than ideal, less than optimal. We all make mistakes. That's what it means to be human. So it shouldn't surprise us or offend us that we need feedback. So one of the saddest things I see, though, is there will be people who hear the same feedback from different sources, in different contexts, year after year, and never take it. To the extent it's a conscious thought, I think maybe sometimes it's easy to say, well, they're all against me, they don't understand me, that sort of thing. Now, I mentioned this in teaching, but I've seen this in so many other contexts in life, volunteer work, families, neighborhoods, community. Just this lesson is really important. It is difficult to take feedback and correction. Generally, we don't like that. Pretty normal for us not to. But just this one simple thing, when someone gives you feedback or corrects you, ask yourself a few things. Is this person generally an honorable, competent, honest person? Does this person, are they more or less likely to have my interests at heart? Are they trying to help me, or are they just out to get me? And, be honest about that. And next is, what does it hurt for me to consider this feedback? It might hurt my feelings because I might not like what it tells me about myself, and I don't, it's often hard to see where we need to improve. And then the other thing is just, try it, sit with it, let it simmer and percolate. Don't just reject it out of hand. And there's been times when I've had very direct or blunt feedback that I certainly didn't like, and it made me feel bad. But with time, I had to acknowledge that it was often very right and often has helped me. But for heaven's sakes, if you hear the same things over and over from people around you, and it's all kind of got a similar theme. Listen to that. That's telling you an important theme. It's telling you an important message. I love you. I want you to be happy. That's what we're here for. And this is one of the things that maybe sort of sterner medicine, but this really does have a big impact on helping us be happy and reaching our full potential. Sending you so much love, your internet grandpa.